Wondering what to do in the garden at this time of the year? There's some projects that really need your attention. First, let me show you. This is a plant that's died back over winter. So let's take a minute and just pull it out of the soil. And of course, we might as well take advantage of all the dirt that was on the roots and leave it right there. The other thing, though, that's really important is look here what we've got. We've got weeds that are really a problem growing in the garden. This is buttercup. This has the beautiful yellow flowers on it, but boy, what a nuisance. And it's really important to get it out of the garden as soon as you possibly can. Now, likewise, I dug this from another part of the garden, but I wanted to show you. Look there, that is flowering. And boy, when a weed like that flowers, it'll go to seed and you'll be fighting not only hundreds, but thousands of weed seeds. So as early as it is in the season, it's important to get after these weeds and get them out before they have a chance to flower and go to seed and really become a nuisance in the garden. Okay, let me show you a couple other things. This is a great time of the year to take a little time out and prune your fruit trees. Here I've got a case where this is kind of difficult for you to see, but I've got two tops, so I'm taking the one out because it's the weaker of the two. And that's important, and right now is a great time to do it. So we'll just get that right out of there. And also, you'll notice the branches are coming way out here. This is last year's growth, and I like to take off about 50% of it, and I'll cut it just above an outside bud. So we should take out a little bit of time and do that right at this time of the year. It doesn't take very long to do it, but when they're dormant is the best time of the entire year to do it. And I'll take a little bit more time and do the rest of them in a minute. But pruning is really advisable. I'm going to take a little bit out of the top here too, like so. Now, what else can we do in the garden? Oh gosh, this is a great time of the year to take a little, oh, look at the grass coming up here too. Let's get that out because before we know it, it'll go to flower and seed too. We'll eliminate it completely. But why not take a little bit of time to add a few plants that add color to the garden at this time of the year. And certainly one of them is the petunia. And you know, you've seen me do this before. The one thing that I think is important is to use the lighter colors because they really stand out in the garden. So in this particular case, I'm going to use the bright yellow. You know, on our cloudy, dark days in January and February, we need to add a little bright, light color to the garden. And these yellows and the whites do that beautifully. I'll just pull that soil in. By the way, this is topsoil. Otherwise, I'd be adding some organic humus to it. But those are only a few of the projects that you can do at this time of the year. They'll make your gardening a little bit easier and kind of catch you up to date at the same time.